welcome back to my channel. It's Shantae from Simply Shantae's Plans, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of the newest products from Mäksēlife as a part of their 2024 planner launch happening on September 28th, 2023. I won't be going super into detail about my own personal opinions about each of the products, just kind of want to share what is being offered to you this year and also share what I'm planning to use this year. If you're looking for more opinions, just let me know, or if you want to know a specific answer to a question, let me know that. But I just kind of wanted to concisely, as much as possible, share what some of the products look like and give a little overview of them so you can make an informed choice on launch day. This year, Mäksēlife has upgraded their shipping boxes. So if you don't order too much, if your order can fit into this box, this is what you'll see on your doorstep. And when you open it, I'm going to try to do this gracefully. When you open it, it will have this beautiful insert inside that tells you how to enjoy your tools and where to connect with the team on Mäksēlife. I'm going to start off by sharing the flagship planner. I have been using Mäksēlife since 2020, and typically I use a vertical. Last year, so 2023, I switched to horizontal, and I'm going to be sticking with horizontal for 2024. The cover I chose is the Radiant cover. It is so gorgeous in my opinion. I love the deep green along with the yellow, and I love floral. It's so pretty. But I also picked up the Fresh Start cover, and it says, "Know this, every day is a fresh start." And then on the back it says, "Don't forget you are more than enough." And it has a beautiful purple, which I love. As we all know, I'm obsessed with purple. These are the exact same layout, so I'm going to set the Fresh Start aside and just kind of go through the Radiant here and show you what the flagship planner is all about. So the biggest change that you'll see in the flagship planner this year is the binding. Previous Mäksēlife flagship planners use the O-ring binding, but now we have this beautiful coil. It is an 1.5 inch coil, and if you are wondering if covers from other planner brands, a very popular one that has interchangeable covers, will fit, they won't. Their rings are just, or their number of notches are just one too many or one too short, depending on which way you look at it, and so it won't fit. But these covers are super nice, and I don't know, obviously haven't used it all year, but they seem really durable. The other change that I noticed right away is that the cover is a lot thinner from years previous. I'm gonna actually grab one so I can compare. So I grabbed many things, but here's the old binding compared to the new coil. This is, in my opinion, just a little bit more portable, a little bit more flexible, a lot more compact, and I just really prefer this coil over the O-ring, so I'm super excited about that. And then here's this, I'm just showing this one because it's currently not on a planner, but this is the thickness, the difference in thickness of the covers, and so I think that also helps make it a little bit more compact, a little more portable. It's like from my first Mäksēlife planner ever, throwback. But so those are the biggest changes. You're also going to get a ruler included in your flagship. It says today on it, and then it has the Wheel of Life at the bottom here. It's a snap-in, so you can move it around. It's a ruler, but also kind of like a bookmark. So you can, it has dual purpose here, and that's going to come with every flagship. You can see here that I have the horizontal layout. As far as the initial pages go, the getting started pages, there's not many differences this year from last year. So what you're going to get and see in the beginning is very similar. The biggest change is that instead of having a little heart on each page, you're going to have the Wheel of Life icon, and that comes up like here. In previous years, this was a heart, and now it's going to be the Wheel of Life. And you can read about that here on the first page. I don't want to spoil everything for you. You can do that on your own. But you can read about why that was changed there. You'll still have your compass assessment, setting your goals and intentions. All of that good pre-work that was the planner is known for is still there. So don't have any worries about that. We still got our dot grid here on the annual goals. And those bring us right up to our vision board, right up to our first month. So I'm just going to show you 1 month and then, or 1 month section, because they repeat themselves. So here's January. You have your monthly view. There is a color on each monthly view, but that's the only place you'll see the color. It's not on the weekly at all. And the color changes per month. So this month is like the navy-ish color. The boxes are standard boxes that you'd see in any planner. You have your notes section here and a quote, and then the forward month as well. After that, you get into your monthly goals, and then your first week. You have your reflection page .grid with the Mäksēlife coaching tip. You have your weekly actions, and then this is the horizontal view again. Add a little sticker there. And so here is what the weekly page looks like. So you have Monday through Thursday on the left, Friday through Sunday on the right, with your notes and habit tracker. And so this will repeat itself again, this little cadence for the entire month. And then at the end of the month, I'm just gonna flip there, you do have your monthly reflections. So here's the last week of January. Here's your monthly reflections before you get right into February. So that will repeat itself all the way through December of 2024. And then we have this tab that says extras. And so this is kind of where we get some fun, because it is more things added to the planner. So we have this pre-planning page. You have 2024 on the left, and I can't believe it, but 2025 on the right. And you have some spots to leave some important dates, things that are coming up if you need a pre-plan. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages of just lined notes pages to use whatever you need them for. I like to do my kind of monthly journaling. I don't usually journal for a whole page per month unless something serious happened, but that's what I typically use these pages for, or if I'm doing some type of year-long tracking or anything like that. You also have a 2-pocket folder, this beautiful pinstripe with the life wheel here at the bottom. And you do get 1 page of Mäksēlife themed stickers. So I always rip these out because I forget them if they're back here, but these are really fun. They align to Mäksēlife colors and the goal areas. And so make sure you use these. They're easy to forget. And then in the back, you have this beautiful additional pocket that corresponds to the cover. So depending on which planner you choose is what the inside will look like. For example, the Fresh Start actually has a beautiful blue pinstripe in the back instead of this yellow pattern. So that will be dependent on which cover you choose. The flagship planners are going to start at $78. They are 7x9. They're all dated. You can get horizontal like I have, or vertical. That is the other option. And this is probably what I'm most excited for. And again, I love this radiant cover. That was one of the artist designs this year. Let's get into some of the A5 accessories and products now. Highly anticipated, these are the new vegan leather A5 folios. I did pick up one of the folios last year, but I have since gifted it, so I don't have it to compare. However, this folio has a ton of upgrades, and personally, something I like a little bit more than the one that was offered last year. These luxury folios are available in 6 colors. I chose raspberry because I love the pink, but it's also available in a navy blue, a plum, a ballet pink, the Mäksēlife gray, and a teal. These are going to be about $48, and the size is 7 by 8.9. So one of the changes they made this year was, instead of having just the 2 magnets here for the closure, they also have a snap mechanism to make sure that the folio stays closed. We still have the beautiful spine with the drawstrings, which I'll explain what those are for in a second. And we have a beautiful embossing of Mäksēlife here on the back. But other than that, it's super clean, super neutral, and I really, really like it. On the inside, we have Let me just open it up and get this out of the way. We have a pocket here with a few card slots. We have 4 strings for your books that you'll put in. We have another pocket here. Does not go all the way through. There's a seam right here. Another pocket and a pen loop. And then again, this just folds closed like this. This folio actually holds so many things. If you saw that styrofoam piece that I had, it's super thick. And even with that in there, there's still a little room. So one thing that I'm going to be using this for is keeping my companion notebooks in as well as some other notebooks that I have. First thing I'm going to put in is that Reflections. Again, it's really thin, so it'll fit. And then I also have, you know, just a regular dot grid notebook. This is one of the new ones this year. These are $12, and this is the plum color. Other colors available. They also have a cute little string so you can keep your spot in it. It's dot grid with the Mäksēlife Wheel of Life at the bottom here. But you can put that in it and it would sit right in these strings to, oopsies, right here. So you can fit 4 books there. The other thing that you can do, and something that I actually am planning to do, is I have the rainbow set of Mäksē notebooks that were available earlier this spring in partnership with the Trevor Project for Pride Month. But actually all of these fit in here without even putting them on the string. So that is really cool. I'm going to just close it. You can see, like, they all fit. So I actually think I'm going to use this because I'm using each of these notebooks for a different purpose that matches their color, their area of life. And this is just a really easy way to make them portable. And I could still put a few things on the string here if I want to, because there's a little space. Not much, probably only this Reflections book would fit in there, but that's really cool. It just shows you how much space is available in these folios. Again, the leather is super soft. It's very professional looking, very clean. It's really sturdy, which I like. Last year's was sturdy too, but this extra clasp right here is just making it so that it stays closed. And you saw when I had the books in there was no issues closing it at all. So I like this folio. I'm super happy with the upgrades that were made. And I hope that I will be able to pick this up in another color as well, because I kind of want like a spring and summer one and then like a fall and winter one. Because the other thing that you could put in here is actually the companion notebooks, which I also have. I have the pink set of the companion notebooks. You can see how well they complement this folio. The companion notebooks are essentially the Mäksēlife system without the weekly pages. So you have a monthly spread, you have weekly actions for each week, you have your monthly reflections and the compass assessments, and all of those are in these 4 undated books, so that way you can take the Mäksēlife system with you, even if you're not trying to use the full planner, even if you're a digital planner or have another planner that you are loyal to. This is one way to keep the Mäksēlife system alive. And these companion notebooks have been offered for several years, but this is the first time they're available in 2 different colorways, which is really exciting. So like I said, I got the pink one. There's also a green set, and these will also be available at the same time as launch. And for this whole set, it's going to be $58. And just a reminder that these are undated, so you could pick them up and use them at any time of the year. You could also use them in any order, but each one has a saying on it. The first one says, "Just begin again and again." The plum one, "Good things take time." "Your only limit is your mind," and "Trust the timing of your life." So I'll just do a real quick flip of one of these. They have this beautiful silver foiling on the front. Here's a monthly spread, monthly goals, and then weekly actions for you for the entire month. There is a string in here to help you keep your place, and then your monthly reflections and a journaling page for you before we get right into the next month. So all in total, all 4 of these books equal 1 year. So there's about 3 months in each book. And then you have this here to help you keep your spot no matter where you are. At the back, there is a pocketed folder if you needed to keep anything in here. So these will fit perfectly in the folio as well. And again, a great option if you are looking to use the Mäksēlife system, the goal setting, without the actual weekly planning pages. This is a great option for you and super, super portable. The last thing here is that this additional 5th book that comes with the companion notebooks, it has your instructions for how to use the companion notebooks and how to use the Mäksēlife system. It also has your initial compass and your initial annual intention, goal setting, and all of that in here for you, so that way you can keep this with your companion notebooks and you still get that part of the Mäksēlife system as well, even if you're not using one of the flagship planners. As far as accessories go, I did pick up several of the accessories that are new, but I didn't grab everything because A, I already have a ton of Mäksēlife accessories from years past, and B, I just was not wanting to hoard things that I wasn't going to use. But there was a few accessories that caught my eye that I immediately wanted to grab. The first one was the 16-piece rainbow washi tape set with the storage ring. So this is actually $25, but it has a 4-inch ring, and you'll see 16 of the 5mm by 10mm washi. So they come on this ring, and of course they match the Mäksēlife colors. There's sort of a darker and a lighter for each of the Mäksēlife colors. In a little bit, I'm going to show you what they look like on the page. I've actually gone ahead and took some of this out so we could see what it actually looks like with the pigmentation and everything. But this is by far my favorite accessory because I love to color code and I love to use washi tape. There's a lot of uses for it, so this is just really fun. Is it 100% essential for me in my planning process? No, but I do really love it, and this is going to last quite a while, and I'm super excited that it comes with the ring. I could add other washi tapes if I wanted to. So we'll look at these a little bit more in a second. For now, I'll just set it aside. The other accessory I wanted to show was the bookmark trio. So since the coil of the planner has changed, the bookmark has changed. I mentioned earlier that a bookmark does come with the planner, but you can also purchase these 3. It says annual goals on one, monthly goals on the other, and then weekly actions. They all have dream big, dare to grow, or just begin on the bottom, along with the wheel of life here. So these are for the planner. These are going to be $16 for the set. And I'm really excited about these to just help keep my place. I've used the other bookmarks and the O-ring binding every year, and so these are just going to replace those for me. There are a few different sticky note options this year. The first one is the sticky note booklet. It has 23 different little sticky packs. The price is $22, and just opening it up here, you can see there's a wide variety. This one and this one are a bit more decorative, but you have a ton of functionality here in the sticky book set. I'm also going to show you what these look like in the planner in a little bit. I pulled some out and put them on different pages so you can see how they kind of fit, how they look like. But in general, I really like this. This is going to be great for journaling if I want to hide anything, great for color coding. I can already picture myself using these in my monthly goals sections, pre-planning, tons and tons of uses for this, and I'm just really excited about it. It's so compact, it fits on the go, and it is size to fit. It says right here, size to fit on the Mäksēlife planner pages, so that means that they are perfect. There is 30 sheets per pad. I've used some, not many, on each one, but that just goes to show that you get so many sticky notes in this small little book. In addition to those, we have the pastel mini sticky notes. We also have the bold. I got both because when I was looking online, I wasn't sure which one I was going to like more. And I actually think I have an affinity towards the pastel because the bolds are a little bit dark because because they're bold, but I do like both. And so these ones are actually bigger than the flags that you'll see here. They're thicker and a little longer, not by much. But I also pulled these out to show you what they look like in the planner. Each one of these, they are sold separately. Each one is going to cost you $14. And again, not 100% essential, but super, super helpful if you're into color coding, if you want to turn these into stickers, if you're pre-planning, if you're brainstorming, anything like that, these are going to be great for. If you need to have like a reoccurring goal, you can write it on one of its corresponding color and then move it around in your planner, anything like that. These are great. There's 100 sheets per pad, it tells you on the back, and then there's 8 little pads to match the areas of life for Moxie. All right, so I just pulled out one of the planners, and real quick, here's one of those bookmark trios in the book. You can see it peeks up just a little bit. This is the monthly goals one, so I flip right open to the monthly goals section. I don't know why I was doing that, but it does fit in here nicely. It doesn't go all the way down and doesn't add too much bulk to the actual planner. But let's actually look at some of these sticky notes. So I pulled an assortment from both the mini sticky note sets, which you can see here. I have one vertically and one horizontally, and then also several from the sticky note booklet. And you can see that they fit pretty well. These flags fit perfect horizontally and vertically in one of the daily boxes. This one is like 1 in like a quarter of a box. This same thing, these are the same size, these two. This one would actually fit, pretty much take up a whole daily box. It also fits over here pretty well. And then this long one right here fits really nicely in the notes section. Doesn't go all the way down, but you see they fit pretty well in the monthly view. These ones, these mini ones, they're a little bit extra, like a little bit. I think maybe that was my fault, but if you line it up right on the line, right to line, then it's perfect. I kind of like it to have a little white space on the edge. If I do that though, it does go over into the next box, so you have to use what your personal preference is. But then on the weekly pages, I did the same thing. I pulled out stickers from the booklet and then a variety of these 2 packs and just put them in different spots so you could see. This larger one here fits perfectly in the notes area if you want to cover that up. I bet it would fit perfectly in the habits area also. It does, if you wanted to cover up the habits, if that wasn't your jam that week. The long one here fits in about 2 of the boxes on the horizontal. These flags right here fit great. They also fit great in the actual week. They take about 2 lines, if you want to see. And then vertically, they take about that much. They're very similar in size to these page flags right here. If you wanted to look on this side, you'd see that these sticky notes fit pretty well. They take about 3 to 4 lines, and then vertically they look like this. These more decorative ones, or oopsies, bigger stickers, fit like that. These squares fit like that. So you can imagine how they would fit on other parts of the page. I just wanted to move this one so you could see what it looks like in this square. And it takes up about the whole square. So that should give you an idea of what the sticky notes will look like on the page. If you wanted to use them weekly or whatever, if you just wanted a little visual, this should help a little bit. The other thing that I did in the extras section was I pulled out some of that washi. So this washi tape here, I actually pulled out so that we could see what the pigmentation looks like. And oh my gosh, you guys, I'm obsessed with the pastel side. They're super, super pretty. These ones are bold. That's great. They're pretty dark. And I could use these for different things, but I just really love the pastels. The other thing I did was grab the two pens that I use most frequently. I use the Beat Goes On gel pen, and then this Uniball pen that's 0.38. This one's a 0.5. In case you wanted to see how the washi tape looked on top of writing, unless you're using like a Sharpie, you're not going to be able to write on these washi tapes because they're a little bit waxy, but they definitely work well to highlight or cover writing that you've done on the page first. So my 0.5 pen here, this Beat Goes On gel pen, it's a little darker, a little more pigmented because it's a 0.5. I'll just show you real quick. And this is what the bold looks like on top. And then my other pen that I use frequently, this one, this is what the pastels look like. So they actually look pretty good in my opinion. And this would be really cool to highlight on your monthly reflections or yearly reflections, whatever you're doing. Could be cool to like call some things out or highlight them instead of using a Moxie marker or something like that. Just another option for you. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. I'm available if you have any type of questions about what's launching, when it's launching, what something looks like. If you want me to mock something, just let me know. I'd be happy to do that for you. On launch day, if this video or I helped you at all, please consider using my affiliate link to shop with your purchase. Otherwise, happy shopping, happy new year, and happy goal setting. I love Mäksēlife, and I'm so excited for this collection to be launching very soon. That's all for today. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in my next video.